After such a long time, welcome back everyone. I think I haven't commented the DTM for a while now. First, because I was a bit sick and I couldn't really comment it back at the Nürburgring GP. Then we didn't have a broadcast of DTM. So right now I am here and with new microphone and a new headset, so probably I'm sounding a bit different than usually. Um, Hopefully not too different. And also, I'm commentating alone today because I thought I am owning you guys my commentary because I didn't comment it for such a long time. And before, I also just missed out some of the commentaries before Nürburgring as well because I was traveling to some other countries. Well, basically to Romania, what I was mentioning to you guys. So I think I'm owning you with a solo commentary where I'm the only one who is talking. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna get some I don't know commentating partners like most of the times I do, but sometimes I'm needing a little private time where I can just comment it myself and express my opinion, talk as much as I want. You know how this is going, anyways. Let's go on the qualifying now. I think it's time for a while. We started a bit late, but we are on the case right now. And as I can see, we are going to have a little shower. Finally, getting some rain on the quali. So, whereas I could commentate, but an interesting race, where I mean quali basically because the quali is first and the race is tomorrow. Just I got used to racing at Saturday. I just missed that a little bit. But at the moment, the quali will be underway as always, 25 minutes long. So what we saw at the 60th minute, there will be some heavy rain. We won't really see that. But from the beginning of the session till the end of the session, we are going to get a light shower, and maybe it's better to go out soon, looking at the rain. And later on, I don't know if the drivers can improve their laps. Interestingly enough, Nürburgring was similar because there were rain as well, but later on the track get dried up and Mateusz Törvik as always took pole position, well not always basically, but he is holding the record of pole positions in this season. Well, don't be surprised. He's a good driver. He's pretty good at one lap. That's another thing if he's good at the racing distance or not. Because basically last time Törvik took pole, and with that he took pole position for 5 times, which is amazing. And slowly I can see Aaron Curtis is coming out as for the first person. Also, I can tell little changes in this season. For example, we all know that Jamie Griffiths joined the series from Brno, or Thomas Bennett leaving to join GP2, Nicolas Zorbach leaving to join Formula 1, Will Parrish coming up from Formula E, getting 5 points already, and everyone scored points in the current standings, so nobody is standing without a point, which is great again. The question is if Mateusz Törvik can get his 6th pole position this season. My throat hurts a bit. So let's see if he can get the 6th pole position of his career in DTM. And not in his career because last season he got pole positions as well, but I think he's holding the record of pole positions this season for sure. And Aaron Curtis is starting his lap. Basically, he's having 8 points at the Nürburgring and at Red Bull Ring, the 2 places where I didn't really commentate. He was doing well. Seems like I am the one who is jinxing him. As we can see, he's pushing as much as he can to get a good lap and put a nice lap into the session. Usually the quali lap seems to be without any mistakes. Let's see if I can jinx Aaron Curtis again and make him not score any points while I'm commentating, because so far while I was doing that, he couldn't really score, but ever since I couldn't commentate at the Red Bull Ring and at the Nürburgring because I didn't really feel good and I was away, he could score points and he's not being lost anymore. He's having 8 points if I count correctly, but I count correctly. So at the moment he's having 8 points and he's finishing his lap, and this seems like the track is getting wet already, so maybe Curtis will have the best lap. This is gonna be a 17.886. Griffiths comes second, pretty close by Curtis, but he can't really beat him. And let's see if these laps are going to be the final standings as well, because the track is going to get more and more wet. Gomez only third. Gabriel Gomez is still leading in the championship, and Will Parrish comes up to fourth. I'm gonna check that soon. Yes, Gabriel Gomez is still leading because he got second place. And yeah, so far they can't really beat Aaron Curtis. Yes, by 18 points he's leading. Here comes Caranti. No, they don't seem to beat Curtis. Either the track became way better already and they can't improve anymore. Here comes Ionescu. No, I think the track is being so wet they can't improve anymore. Because the later they come, the lower they are. Turvik only 18th. But if everything stays like that, then Curtis is going to take his first ever pole position here in DTM. Fitz and Fakhrizadeh only last, so that might be the end for Mateusz Turvik for his win streak in the qualies. And yes, the track is getting damp. The big question is if it's getting drier around the end or it stays like that, because if it stays like that, nobody will improve. Let's see if Fakhrizadeh is in lap. Yes, okay. But basically, since it started raining, this is the starting grid for tomorrow, unless it's drying up for tomorrow, obviously. So we can talk about anything for these 20 minutes. Please just relax, lay back, and just enjoy. I'm talking about random stuffs while we are waiting till that 20 minutes is going down. Unless the dry line is appearing, we won't see anything today. Even sprays are coming now. Some of the parts of the track is getting so wet that the cars are spraying. Yes. Well, I hope you guys were satisfied with the commentators last time, both at the Red Bull Ring and Nürburgring, because Nürburgring, Fitzwater and Raul were commentating. So I hope they did a good job. I didn't really watch the stream, but I bet they did because they can comment it very well. So, and also I'm glad that they did that, and also I'm glad that George was commentating, I think, alongside Raul or Zorbak, I'm not sure who did commentate DTM at the Red Bull Ring. That is at Nürburgring again. And here comes Curtis with his wet tires. Oh, poor dude. For real? Like his microphone died around the end? That's such a shame. But at least we're gonna see some wet weather racing here, even though it's not racing, just quali. The beginning of the first sector is being the wettest, but the second half, maybe from here and around the end. No, not even around the end. The track is not so wet yet, but because of the wet tires, they will lose significant pace. Literally. Since those wet tires are not completely, it has those things on the wheel I don't even know in English. In Hungarian I could explain, but not in English. Basically, slick tires are way faster, and obviously the dry track is also faster because it's not wet, it's not slippery. I think Curtis will lose like 5 or 6 seconds compared to his pole lap, but more like 6 or 8. 6 or 8, or between. Oh, many people are coming out. Let's hope he won't crash to anyone. He's coming. And Curtis. Oh, nope. Okay, he was lucky. He was really lucky here, but Current is attacking him already, even though he's holding back because he shouldn't attack him really. He didn't lose any time here, but basically he won't be able to put that lap anymore. Or already 2 seconds, if not 3. 2.2. I think it will be like between 6 or 8 seconds, but only because there are not many corners. I'm wondering if Currently came out on dry tires or not, because he seems faster. And I think Current even will attack Curtis at the end of his lap because he's being way faster, and he will use his split stream to his. He will utilize the split stream to his own advantage. Curtis 3 seconds. Well, maybe it won't be 6 or 8. I just thought it will be more crazy. Yes, he's coming back. Currently will come back to the pace because he miscalculated the tire. But the others didn't. But Curtis here comes. Won't be maybe 5 seconds. No, 4.5. I didn't. I was counting with more corners. Quag is going to be away like 4 seconds as well. 4.7. And everyone from now on will lose approximately that much time. Well, approximately, yes. Maybe someone will do more. Gomez did a little bit more. Yep, they are pretty close to each other in the rain. Parrish was faster than the 2 guys in front of him. I mean by 2 tenths. Let's see how fast Kloss is. Similar to the first 2 guys. Yes, hey Mr. 0%. Once more you retire and you break the record. I feel sorry for you actually, Nicholas, like a lot. Well, as I said, let's lay back and just look at the speed of the racers, of how much they are losing. And we will see if Aaron Curtis is going to be the fastest tomorrow or not. I am pretty sure that tomorrow we're gonna see some great racing. Traffic is only being 18th. Gabe Dragomez is 5th, so he put a great lap at the beginning of the quali, and also Griffith's 3rd, which is a great result from him. Parrish also doing some great results at 4th. Greenwood as well, even though Greenwood is only 8th. Curtis, Griffiths and Parrish, they are the surprise for me. I love Canada actually, like Canada is one of my favorite tracks. It's a half street circuit, I mean at least for me and for many people as well. Nice nicknames for Zorbak. They are funny. I really wonder if the track will dry up till the end of the session, because if it will in the last 5 minutes and some of the people comes out, they might beat Curtis's lap. We have a chance it will dry up, but for that we need more cars on the track, and also we need we need the ideal line to show. Because if the ideal line is not showing, then it's well, they can go faster because they have to fit the slick tires in order to be at 117. Canada is also can be remembered by many people because Felix Zontag, back in 2015, scored his only win here in DTM. This was I think this was the track what he can thank to his Formula One career again. I mean, I think it boosted a lot on him because at 2016 he had a pretty bad season, and basically for 2017 he got back to Formula One. But with that Zauber he can't really do anything. So like, even though he had some great races in the Ferrari back at 27 and 28, he didn't really. He can't really do anything with that car, unfortunately. The track got worse, though. I don't think it will dry up because the track getting worse by the time we are going forward. I think if it's getting wetter than this, then I think we will reach that 6 to 8 seconds difference. It's 5.6 now. It was like 4 last time. It was like 4.7 last time, just like what Virginia is scoring at the end of the second sector. So, yes, as I said before, the track is getting worse and worse. And suddenly I thought that he outbraked himself and just went into the runoff area, but he didn't. Here comes Edwina with lots of difference between his and the first place guy, who is basically Curtis. Curtis has 99% chance to get the pole position this time, and it has around 99.5% chance for everyone to stay where they are right now. Turvik is not even going out, he doesn't even care because he knows that nobody will improve. He's chilling in the pits, drinking some, I don't know, cocktail, eating some ice cream. And yes, quali is pretty much over. I wonder if we are reaching the 6-second gap around the end. Oh, there we go, 6 seconds, okay. Here is Parrish, who could start his race tomorrow at 4th place. Would be such a great position, just like for Griffiths and for Curtis. I mean, Quag got some positions like this before, so it's not a big surprise from him that he did well. But Turvik messed up his first lap. Gomez with a better lap than the others, only 5.1. As you can see, Gomez did a good lap because barely anyone can get close to him. Yep, 5.6, 5.1 Perez. Maybe Perez did a similarly good lap. And maybe both will. No. He's really far. At least some of the wet skills of the drivers are showing here. Fitzwater is also on a good lap, but these are only good laps for, just for our fun. In reality, these laps are being far from ideal. I was thinking the track might dry up in the last 1 or 2 minutes. A bit. Laps are getting a very bit. Not really. They are the same. Oh yes, last season the DTM. Not wait, I'm not sure. Did the DTM cars race the bridge version of Canada, or were they the Formula E cars? I'm not even remembering. Oh, Turvik finally is coming out with Greenwood. Turvik got bored. No, it's raining still. The graphics are here finally. Okay, the graphics are here now. Nope, this won't be drier. Ah, Formula E cars, okay. Why was I thinking that DTM was racing here? I don't know. On the bridge version. Never ever commented any races with the bridge version actually. I was only watching Formula E, but it wasn't commentated, so I don't even understand why did I remember that. Some weird things. You know how it is. At least Curtis and mainly Curtis and Kuaga getting used to the rainy days of this racing series. It's not like neither of them ever experienced rain because Kuaga experienced it in Formula One, Curtis experienced it in Formula E. Also, but even though at Formula E there weren't too many rainy races. Let's see. Also, I created a track for Air Factor, and I have to admit that creating a track is very difficult. You have to pay attention for so many things. You have to set up everything. You have to make it nicely. It takes a lot. For a simple track which looks ugly and it's not even detailed, it takes like 3-4 days if you do it continuously. So yeah. Everything takes time. So if there is anything you want to do, and if you want to do it well, it's gonna take lots of time. But you know, these are how things are working. You have to put time and detail into the things what you want to make well and good. No, the track is getting just worse and worse. So, for tomorrow's race, Aaron Curtis is starting from pole position, his first ever pole position here in DTM. Second place, Roman Quagg by a good qualifying. Also, Jamie Griffiths and Will Parrish, the surprise people here for this race tomorrow. Third and fourth, then Gabriel Gomez, the championship leader, another great position. He had one lap to succeed, and he did it. So he succeeded by one lap, getting fifth. Then Wallace Fitzwood, the Greenwood at 6, 7, and 8. Ibobu and Perez are 9th and 10, even though not Sergio Perez, but Savi Perez. Then comes Jack Boyman 11th, Roberto Gamba 12th, Jorge Caranti, finally a better qualifying session from him at 13th, and then Wolf 14th, Wes Hamilton 15th, Robert Jonescu 16th, William Duncan 17th, Mateusz Turvik losing his streak now. I mean, he wasn't really in the streak, but he could have scored his 6th pole position this season. He have to wait for that till the next race. So he got only 18th. It's gonna be pretty hard to come up from here. Rahul Patel, unfortunately, I have to say, as usual, being in the back of the grid at 19. Then Kiroshima Di Rossa, who had better quality sessions before, he got 20th. Then Bartos close on the 21st, and Rivki Fakhrzane got the last place this time. But we can see some surprising names at surprising positions. But all in all, I think most of these drivers, because of how equal these DTM cars are, and only the skill matters. I believe that most of the drivers were in the front, in the back, in the midfield, because Gabriel Gomez was starting from a pretty bad position back then. For example, at the Czech Republic at Brno, he didn't really have the best starting position. He still came up. So like they spun out, of course, with Curtis, I think. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left from the session, and it will over soon. It maybe that was the most boring one so far because we already knew that the difference, and not only the difference, not only the difference, but we already knew the results once it started raining harder. We hope it will dry up later on, but I think this is the most boring quali session, and I'm a bit sad that I couldn't really put more effort into this commentary. And Raul overtook Griffiths? No, no, he didn't. I think this is Griffiths in front of him. Yes. At least many races later, I memorized the liveries of the cars. Turvik will come out, but he won't be able to finish his lap. And not even starting it. Many people are coming out for the last try, like they are just experiencing how it's to dry on the wet surface and collecting some information for tomorrow's race. We don't know what tomorrow's race is going to be. Maybe it will be completely dry, maybe it's going to be completely wet. But if it's going to be wet, then the knowledge and the information what some of the drivers are getting today might be the key for a good race. But for Tervik, he really needs some rainy race because he's the most experienced in that on this track today. Because he was driving, I think, the most laps here on the wet surface. But we will see. I'm always happy when at the race it's raining, but if it's not, it's still cool. I think the Nürburgring race was good as well on dry, and Tervik is going to miss out by like, I don't know, 5-6 seconds. He is not going to the pits, but he's starting his lap anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. I was part of right. And here are the many other drivers. And Aaron Curtis, who came out for the last seconds. First time pole position here in DTM. I bet he's ecstatic about it. And I bet he's being hella happy. Mainly after his lots of bad luck what he had in the season. He had some great results in the last 2 races, and I think his luck is seem to turn. And maybe I dare to say that if Curtis is going to have a great strategy today and he's not stucking behind anyone, then Curtis might go for the podium. I don't know if for the win, I don't know for second or third, but for the podium definitely. And I believe that he's able to do that. But we will get our answers tomorrow at 7 p.m. as for British time, and as for Eastern Europe time, it will be 8 p.m. And then in 1.5 hours we will see how the race is going to be. Good quality by Griffiths and Parrish. I think they did the best job. They had 1 try. And the sooner the people finished on the results table, the better they did their laps for the first time. So we can see some drivers being quick immediately at 1 lap, but there are some people who needed 2 or 3 runs in order to get the best lap. And in general, there are some racers who need 2 or 3 laps to put their best. Well, those racers were unlucky today because of the rain. They only had 1, and we can see who profited out of the situation the most. I was Miklos got alone for today. Maybe that wasn't the most exciting and most and the best commentary ever. We will see how will tomorrow be, and also we will see if I commentate alone or with someone else. I will answer to you guys for tomorrow. But again, I was making those guy with that voice, who else I would be, to be honest. And see you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care of yourself and goodbye.